The UN has also expressed concern, with a spokesperson for the Secretary General saying Antonio Guterres remains very deeply concerned about the ongoing hostilities and their impact on the populations. Let's bring in now Ahmad Shahidov from Baku. He's the head of the Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. Welcome to the program. What do you think Azerbaijan's response is likely to be to this attack again in Ganja?
Yes, good morning, greetings from Baku. Armenian armed forces continue firing on the civilians in Azerbaijan, and now Ganja city of Azerbaijan came under missile attacks again today, and hiding itself behind humanitarian truce. Armed forces of Armenia continue its practice of terror and war crimes, and hypocritical calls for a humanitarian ceasefire must address these war crimes by Armenia. And according to preliminary reports, more than 20 houses were destroyed. Armenia has a goal in firing rockets at civilians. First of all, they want to create fear and panic among the Azerbaijani population, and they want to break the will of Azerbaijani citizens to fight. But they cannot achieve this because the people of Azerbaijan have been waiting for the return of Nagorno-Karabakh for many years and are ready to die in this way. On the other hand, by attacking Azerbaijani's strategic cities of Ganja and Tavuz, Mingachevir, the Armenian government is trying to reduce Azerbaijan's role as a reliable energy supplier to Europe. Armenia is trying to disrupt major oil and gas projects in Azerbaijan, thereby destroying our energy ties with Europe. And because the city of Ganja is very far from the front line and there are no military strategic facilities completely.
I just want to ask you, do you think that this is now a turning point in the fighting? And if not, at what point is the international community actually going to step in and stop it?
International community is called, international organizations, separate countries are calling both sides for ceasefire, but I think yet it's possible to resolve this conflict peacefully. For the last 30 years, Azerbaijan has always been a supporter of peace and actively participating in the negotiations in the format of OSCE Minsk Group. However, Armenia is trying to gain time by prolonging the negotiation process indefinitely and maintaining the status quo. And there have been no positive results for 30 years. And today, Azerbaijan is trying to resolve this conflict through war. And those countries and international organizations trying to stop the fire should, first of all, call on Armenia to withdraw its army from the occupied territories of Azerbaijan, and because this is required by the 4 UN Security Council resolutions, then it is possible, however, to start the peace talks with the participation of mediating countries, international organizations.
Okay.
However,
but that might be, challenging, given that the ceasefire that has now nearly been brokered, a week ago, hasn't been observed. What do you think could happen next?
Armenia first violates the ceasefire, and if we take the ceasefire agreement reached in Moscow, after a couple hours, Armenia violated this agreement about ceasefire and started to transport weapons and military supports from some countries, and now the Armenian armed forces use these missile rockets on firing Azerbaijani civilians. I think, first of all, international organizations and mediating countries should call Armenia to respect that ceasefire agreement reached in Moscow, then respect the international law requirements of UN Security Council resolutions. But anyway, I think there is a possibility to immediately start peace talks, negotiations. But Azerbaijan demands Turkey must be among the mediators as well, because Azerbaijan has put forward this condition because until now the countries that are co-chairs of the OSCE Minsk group have not always been able to remain neutral. In general, the basic principles of peace talks should include the issue of Azerbaijan, territorial integrity of Azerbaijan.
Okay. Ahmad Shahidov speaking to us there from Baku. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.